sweet friends. Today we are going to be doing some paper sculpture. So for this project we'll need some sort of construction paper, some sort of glue, whether it's a glue stick or a glue bottle, and then scissors. And we're going to practice making our paper do things besides just keeping them flat, like looping, waving, curling, zigzagging, and making paper become a little bit more three-dimensional. So today we are of course going to start with our mantra so we can be super strong and ready for our art lesson. So get your hands and motions together, ready, so we can do it as a group. Here we go. My mantra: I am positive, I am creative, I am mindful, I am amazing, I am an artist. Okay, sweet artists, get your supplies and let's start building. Picture your paper sculpture as a bit of a playground. So you'll need some sort of base, even cardboard or construction paper will work, and we're going to glue all of our pieces to that base. So we're going to learn a few different kinds today, and most of them are created by using strips of paper. So it's especially helpful to make some long strips and short strips out of different colors so that we can practice making our strips of paper and our little pieces do different things. So I'm going to cut a few strips and prepare to make my paper sculpture. It's time to turn those strips of paper into something a little bit more three-dimensional. So the first one is pretty fun. All you're going to do is curl your paper so it kind of looks like a little pigtail, and you're going to glue or tape or adhere those ends to the edges of your paper. You can even do a double loop like this and it becomes super curly, or you can just have it be one. Now if you're gluing, you might need to hold a little bit longer so that you don't have that piece kind of popping up off your paper, but that little curly bit is going to be the first one. So let's check out how to glue on a few curly pieces. You can have your strips come up tall like a slide, like this. You can even give them something called a tab, where you fold on the inside and then glue on that tab. So instead of having to glue a piece down like this, you can actually just kind of tuck it in so it looks more like an arch. So let's see if we can get some loops maybe going over what we've already created or through what we've already created and get some regular arches on our paper next. Alright, this next one is to make a zigzag line. So this one involves a little bit of folding. You're going to take your strip and fold it so it makes a tiny little V, and then once you meet the bottom, you're going to come back up so it eventually makes an N, and then it's going to make an M, and it keeps going until you have an entire strip of a zigzag of your paper. Then you're going to glue this down. Again, you can use a tab again, or maybe use those edges. Like this one kind of looks like a star if I glue it down, or a little, like it could be a kind of a cool sculptural play piece. And I can attach pieces that are more zigzags. Remember to vary the width of how you fold, so some can be itty bitty little zigzags and some can be a little bit bigger. So time to add my zigzags. Awesome part about this project is that you can start attaching pieces to pieces, like as you can see here. I've actually attached my little staircase to this orange piece so it kind of floats up in the middle, and you can build your sculpture as high as you want. Now you can of course invent different ways to use your paper. I'm only showing a few to get started with, but I'd love to see how you use your inventive ideas and really add to your sculpture. The last one I'm going to show you is a simple curl. So you can try to roll it up on itself. Otherwise you can also use something like a pencil or a marker or a paintbrush to kind of roll and curl that paper so it becomes really springy and spirally by the end. And this is especially fun to do with little tiny pieces of paper that are very thin, because it makes a very fine coil or a very fine spiral. So then I'm going to open this up. Spring! You can even pull it out a little bit more and it becomes a little bit wider, and then I can attach this to my project. Maybe I attach it way up here and I see how high I can make my sculpture. So I'm going to attach a few little spirals. Out my crazy paper sculpture. Of course you could add more. You could totally keep going with the steps or the stairs or make it giant, or what if you made it into a hat? Oh my gosh, you would be so fantastic. But the fun thing about making a paper sculpture is the possibilities are endless and there's really no wrong way to do it. I also love picturing myself being very small somewhere inside that sculpture, and what might my view look like? Or what would be maybe my favorite way to look or enter or walk through that little sculpture? really use your imagination to discover something new with this paper sculpture design. All right, my friends, we are of course going to end with a little mindful meditation to get us super ready for the rest of our day. So for this one, we're just going to practice those proper breathing techniques again, putting one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly, and you want to make sure that belly comes out, really blowing up like a balloon, and then coming all the way back in. So it's not breathing from up here and shoulders, really just from that belly. Always great for me to practice too. So let's do 3 of those breaths. Here we go. Friends, your breath can really help you focus if you are having a great day or if you just need to calm yourself down and you're feeling a little bit off. My friends, remember, you are amazing, you are strong, you are resilient, and I love you. We will see you next time.